Sound of Writing video because I haven't really had an opportunity to be alone in the house and make one of those videos without a bunch of background noise and stuff, so it'll have to just be me reading from my journal. And I actually haven't been writing very much at all lately, to be honest. I didn't really realize that until just now when I looked through my journal. And since April, there's only like 3 or 4 entries. This journal's it's just halfway finished, and I started it last August, so that's pretty crazy. Yeah, I was trying to do some writing today because I was approached by somebody on YouTube to work with them on a project, to contribute some whispering of my journal reading for them to use in a short film. And I was really excited about it because I saw a draft of the film, and it's beautiful. The imagery and the footage that they've got is really, really rich, and yeah, it's very cool. So I was honored to be asked to to use my writing and my whispering in this, and they had sort of chosen a video, an older journal video, that they thought fit with the images in the film, and I agree they do, but I kind of wanted a chance to, I don't know, I guess improve on that and write something a little better, but as it turns out, I can't right now, and I think it's because I'm trying, writing and creativity is pretty elusive, and as soon as you try, for me anyway, as soon as I sit down and attempt to write something specific or for a specific reason, purpose, it's just really forced, and it just doesn't do it. So I think I'm going to recommend that they just use the original one that they were thinking of, and when it's done, hopefully I'll be able to share some links with you guys. And also, what I was feeling at the time when I wrote that was very, very strong, and lately I have been, as you'll see in this writing, I guess, because this is kind of what I wrote about today. I've been sort of stifling myself, emotionally, maybe, I guess, for the last little while, and I think it's taking a toll on just my overall creative energy. And yeah, so it's something that's caught my attention, and I'm not too worried about it because in a lot of ways I'm sort of glad to be a little more mellow at the moment. It's a nice reprieve from the emotional intensity that I've been experiencing over the last couple of years, I guess. But I'm very much aware that it's a trade-off, and it's a price that I'm generally, I think, willing to pay to be able to feel things strongly, and also to have the motivation and the means to express them in a creative way. That means opening myself up to potentially unpleasant feelings as well, and ultimately that is something that I'm willing to do, but I'm not sure I have it in me at the moment, so I'm kind of just in a bit of a lull. Anyway, it's definitely, it stands out for me as I'm looking through this writing, because a lot of it is very, I can just tell, it's quite, you know, theoretical and grasping at feelings that aren't really there in some cases, you know. And I really can tell the difference. And that feeling when you've just got so much emotion built up inside and you just have to express it, and the force of it is so strong that you don't even try to direct it, really. You just sort of submit to it and get it down on the paper, and it's kind of frenzied and urgent, and yeah, I really like that, and I can't really manufacture that, so I'm not really going to try, but anyway, whatever, that's enough preamble. I'll read you what I've got in this journal. So this is starting from April 30th of this year, and I think I was drinking a little bit this night. I was at a kind of a function with a friend of mine, and I was kind of just overtaken with gratitude for the moment that I was in. So it's a little bit cheesy, but I'm just going to read everything as it is in here, and yeah, I'm not going to make any excuses or anything. Okay, so April 30th, 2011, free write. Fight it. Fight the circle as it closes around you. Feel the restless blood that flows through your veins. You must see how far you've come. This isn't about going back. You've arrived somewhere far beyond where you started. It's just the route you took to get here. It wasn't what you thought it would be. But wasn't it better? Take a deep breath and realize what you're in for. This is uncharted territory. The more you can get out of your own way, let something else steer. Let it flow. You know that's the best possible thing you can do. Your hands are not your own. All the sounds, all the words that you've given away, they were kept safe for you. The inevitability of that which once seemed impossible. Feel it. Shut up your mind and feel it. Feel how connected you are. People understand you are not an outsider. Embrace your humanity. It's what keeps you connected. Right now, in this very moment, you feel it. This voice is very interesting. Why are you talking to yourself? God, I trust you. Please take this life and make it what it can be. Let me choose love. Let me live on stage. I want to feel you flow through me. Make my voice, your vehicle. I offer it freely and with gratitude. Please flow through me. Give me songs to sing. Help me feel and teach and learn where my feelings are leading me. I'm still learning what life is all about, what it's for. No more dress rehearsal. It's showtime. I'm committed to showing up and being responsible. Thank you, God. No more pretense. No more measuring stick. Time to find out what I like, who I am. Okay, May 2nd, 2011. Moonlight through the windows renders everything soft and silver, reflecting in the pale glow of frosted glass, casting shades of winter, while outside the flowers unfold in the fever of spring. Clouded glass, sweating in the steam that makes the air thick with shadows, obscuring the contours of a body that has borne the brunt of so much hatred. A body that has only ever followed cues and orders, has never really given measure things that defy explanation, let alone judgment. Beauty, a body that's been given freely, but never really put to service. Legs surprising in their strength. My blood grows hotter, and I feel it pumping. This body has never tried to hurt me, and yet I've given it nothing but scorn and abuse. And now, dissecting it into parts and pieces, the shapes and shadows lose their meaning. I see the untapped power, hands that hold so much knowledge, a whole network of muscle and bone that makes movement effortless, that creates balance and grace, skin that carries countless messages if I would only listen. Despite the damage I've done, this body will still speak to me. That was when I was having a bath. Okay, June 2nd, 2011. When was the last time I sought comfort in the privacy of a page in a book that can be closed? It's been so long since I've written just for myself. So long since I've truly been willing to receive whatever comes. It's been all pretense and passion. This is the person I've been hiding from. The one who wants to be anonymous, but yearns to be found. Surprised to show up and find myself with shaky hands, feeling like a fake again. To think of the lives I've lived in the vacuum of my mind. All the things I think I understand. I worry that I still have no idea. Do people really look into each other's eyes the way I want someone to look in mine? I know this is transient, just the fog that descends when rain clouds linger and choke out the sunlight of spring, the warmth that I've been waiting for. And all these voices bouncing off each other, refusing to find harmony. And me here, once again, trying too hard, reaching for a way to say something new. The urge to seek comfort is a warning sign, and lately I've felt the gentle tug. Left unchecked, it becomes a violent undertow. It will pull you under, and you'll watch the current pass you by. I know she is here tonight, the girl who knows nothing, but insists she has a plan. Giving herself a silent pep talk in the rearview mirror to silence her fears. I don't know if I have what it takes. I worry I'm setting my sights on something impossible. When all else fails, I can take solace in the knowledge that I have no choice. There is no going back. And that's a relief in those moments when weakness would have me looking for shortcuts and familiarity. Acknowledge her, but be careful not to indulge. Energy is low, and instinct tells me to hide. But the threat is in my head. I feel like an imposter tonight. The things that have been coming natural, tonight they'll be an act. But they are no less true. This is a veil. I know I'm not seeing clearly, and I have no idea what filter I'm looking through. It might be time to stop trying to understand. What does it matter if I can somehow make myself beautiful? If I can find common ground with people only when I'm having fun? None of these people can really see me if I hide myself away the moment I lose my footing. The last thing I should do now is retreat. Maybe I'll sing for myself tonight. I can feel that protective shield forming around me, and that needs to be combated. Okay, so welcome the world in. I used to write poetry as a half measure because I didn't deserve the music that pulsed in my veins. A love of language thrown out in anger. But the tone of you yelling at a room full of people with open ears muscles. You are sharp. Is that what you want? Someone needs to take your head in their hands and quiet you. I used to write out my sadness with words meant to carve their way into those whose love I wanted. Sang my pain to give warmth to my voice when it needed fuel. But I'm finding little use for words these days. Becoming content to move my limbs and feel my heart beating. Discovering the language of the unspoken. Without words, what binds us then? Something inside is shifting. Here's where you come in. All we have are our words, and that silent truth that shouldn't be possible. I want you to know I still feel it, and I will keep fighting it because I'm not strong enough to weather the consequences. But I know who you are, even when I treat you like a stranger. So now let's gently swing this back around where it belongs. Music. It's working its way into my soul. And all that can be done about the time I spent lying is to leave it behind me. There are few people who know the truth of who I am, and I want to be one of them. I want to learn from them. These walls need to come down. I need to kill the thing inside that builds them. In the midst of confusion and defeat, I can feel that things are just about to come together. Okay, so that was June 2nd, and then I haven't written again in my journal until today. So, August 6th, 2011. Free write. I feel myself caught in an in-between place, hanging in suspended animation. Passions boiling inside, but every muscle frozen for fear of making a wrong move. Walls erected, carefully positioned to stop me from taking a step in any direction. Paralyzed by this perpetual hesitation, straining to see just a little further down the road, to anticipate pitfalls and unexpected forks. The only certainty is in knowing what it is I'm afraid to lose. This is what happens to the heart that holds on too tightly to what it loves. It becomes hardened, becomes a stone, solidifies to capture what it desires until the life that pumps through it stops flowing. This is what happens when you confuse the gift with the source. Taking that which is meant to move through you and holding it inside until you're left curled tight around a wound, bent double and twisted under the weight of your wanting, hands clinging to the very thing that was once your freedom, your all too fleeting passion. But now it's only your fear that holds it, chokes it, turns it black and dangerous. A caged animal whose hunger has turned to fury. I have hidden myself deep inside again. Everything is filtered. And I wait for someone to see through to that unnamed weakness that is universal and yet achingly private, as if no one has ever been quite so exposed. Granting access to the softest places as the walls crumble into nothing, like cracked and withered petals, disintegrating. But for now I wait. And it is only my clinging that keeps me trapped in this darkness, only the fear of letting things die. New life is dawning. With my eyes cast down, I'm blind to its force, but it's coming. It's building. Daylight is coming, and it will burn through this haze. Nothing will ever be the same. Get ready to experience new depths and new ways to love. The time has come to loosen my grip and allow things to become fluid again. And that's it. So as you can see, I've kind of gotten myself to a place where I feel pretty drained, creatively and emotionally. And I'm really not too concerned because I can feel the difference between the last time I felt like this is when I was on meds, and it had been a really, really, really long time since I'd sort of had any contact with my creativity. And at that time, I was scared that I'd lost it, but I don't think that's the case. I've been blessed with enough brushes with creativity over the last couple of years to know that, well, first of all, I now understand that it doesn't come from within me anyway. It's kind of something that just moves through you, and it can't be destroyed, so that's not even an issue. It's, the issue is whether or not I'm available to it, and at the moment I guess I'm not really. Not like I would like to be, but it's not because I'm not able. I'm kind of cluttered with other things. So I suppose as those things get cleared out, I'll have more room for other stuff to move through me. I still really want to start writing some songs, and I do feel like some of my strength is returning, so that's good. That's a good feeling. Anyway, thanks for listening, and I have an idea. Well, I have some things that I want to talk about in a video that I'll probably make in the next few days. I tried to make it the other day, but I've really lost my touch when it comes to whispering, and it was just really boring and kind of depressing, so